From Washington, this is VOA News. I'm Victor Beatty reporting. Chemical weapons inspectors, having arrived in Syria last week, are expected to reach the town of Douma in Syria this week to investigate a suspected chemical weapons attack April 7th that killed more than 40 people. The attack prompted an international airstrike on Saturday. A U.S. official with the Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons suggested Russia may have tampered with that site. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov told the BBC he guarantees no tampering occurred. Russian Defense Ministry official Igor Kirillov said the 9-member OPCW team will visit Douma Wednesday. Russia is not obstructing their visit in any way. Both Moscow and Damascus deny using chemical weapons on the town. In Douma, now under government control, residents jostle for fresh bread and hope for their futures. This young man said he wants to return to his studies, perhaps become a journalist or engineer. Traveling with President Donald Trump Monday, White House spokesperson Sarah Huckabee Sanders said Mr. Trump still wants to withdraw U.S. forces from Syria, although there is no timeline to do so.
We're still committed to defeating ISIS. We want to see that happen. The president also wants the people in the region, our Gulf partners, to step up and do more, and he wants them to take on some of the financial responsibility of all of the military provided there in the region.
She also said the president would like to have a good relationship with Russia, but it will depend on Russia's behavior. Nigerian police clashed with Shia Muslim protesters in the capital Abuja Monday. They called for the release of Islamic Movement of Nigeria leader Ibrahim Zakzaki, detained since December 2015 following violent clashes with troops that left hundreds of IMN followers dead. Dozens Monday were arrested. This is VOA News. American Protestant minister has denied allegations he's linked to a group behind an attempted coup in Turkey in 2016. The lawyer for Andrew Brunson, who has served as a pastor of a Turkish church for more than 20 years, insists the charges are all about his Christian faith. Sam Brownback, U.S. Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom, is in Turkey watching the case.
The administration is deeply concerned about this case. We completely believe, factually, he is innocent. Andrew Brunson is innocent. We're hopeful that the judicial system will find that he will be released and released soon.
Brunson faces up to 35 years in prison. He has been detained for 18 months. Turkey's President Recep Tayyip Erdogan suggested last year his fate could be tied to that of Turkey's extradition request for exiled Muslim cleric Fethullah Gulen, also accused of being behind the failed coup. The U.S. and Britain Monday accused Russia of launching cyberattacks with the aim of spying, theft of intellectual property, and other malicious activity. In February, Russia was accused of releasing the NotPetya virus that crippled parts of Ukraine's infrastructure and damaged computers elsewhere, costing billions. Moscow has denied such allegations, calling them reckless, provocative, and unfounded. Gang-related violence inside a South Carolina prison beginning late Sunday left 7 inmates dead and nearly 20 others seriously injured. Brian Sterling is the state's Corrections Department director.
What we believe from the initial investigation is that this was all about territory. This is about contraband. This is about cell phones, and you've heard us talk about these over and over again. These folks are fighting over real money and real territory while they're incarcerated.
The violence lasted hours before authorities regained control. No guards were hurt. It's believed to have been the worst prison violence in the U.S. in a quarter century. South African police Monday raided the compound of the wealthy Gupta family, part of an official investigation into allegations of theft, fraud, and money laundering in state projects. The Guptas had close political ties to former President Jacob Zuma, who was forced to resign 2 months ago over corruption allegations. The Gupta family has denied any wrongdoing. The European Union sought compensation Monday from the U.S. through the World Trade Organization for tariffs on steel and aluminum imports. Brussels rejects the U.S. justification of national security for imposing those duties. U.S. stocks closed higher in Monday trading, with investors expressing growing optimism about the current earnings season. The benchmark Dow Jones